Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is NEHRU. We'll get started here in just a moment into the current psychic investigation energy. You're doing well wherever you are tuning in from. Thank you so much for tuning in. Feel free to let me know where you are tuning in from. I always like to know where our listeners are tuning in from. I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. That is formerly Saigon. All right. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. You are tuned into the Real Psychic Investigators, and my name is NEHRU. I am more than a psychic investigator, and I am not a tarot reader. Okay. I was born on the 333rd day of the year this lifetime. I am also a Master Builder 33. Thank you so much for tuning in. Before we get into the energy, I would like to give shout outs to our public subscribers. We do have several new public subscribers over the last 24 hours. And again, thank you so much for those of you who have subscribed. If you are tuning in for the first time, you must trust that you are divinely guided here. Okay? You must trust that you are divinely guided here. Okay? In this collective, okay, I am very protective not only of my own energy, my own aura, but I am also protective of those truth seekers that are in this room. Okay? Subscribed or not. Okay? And I say that to let those know who come into the room seeking whom they may devour. I say that to let them know that this is not a place, this is not a collective, this is not an energy, and this is not a channel where karmic bullshit will be tolerated. Okay? This is not the place. So, if you are karmic and you are being used of the devil, I want you to know that the devil is using you, and they are laughing in the background when my ancestors come in and destroy you, and I kick you off this channel. Okay? So just so that you are aware, welcome in investigators, CIA, DEA, FBI, Royal Navy, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, that is the Canadian Police Force, and all of those investigative agencies around the world in all 197 countries. Thank you so much for all that you do to bring justice here in the 3D. Good morning to everyone who is saying good morning and hello. All right. Hello, Mad. Hello, Justice League. Shout out to you, baby. Hello, Follow Your Heart. Hello, Duncan. Okay. So again, I have several names here for most recent subscribers in the last 24 hours. Okay. So shout out to Poncho, the Mule. Shout out to you, Poncho. Thank you so much for tuning in. Shout out to you, Area. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being a part of this collective. Mary Murray, thank you so much for tuning in. Jackie H, thank you so much for tuning in. Kadeen, thank you so much for tuning in. Karen Cheever, thank you so much for tuning in. Venus O'Brien, thank you so much for being a part of this channel and tuning in. Greetings, Sweet Gail. Thank you so much. Verbinia, thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you so much and welcome to this collective. Deborah Jackson, thank you so much for tuning in. What's going on? Share. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in. Asia's Utopia, thank you so much for tuning in. Lead as, thank you so much for tuning in. Rianne Turnup, thank you so much for tuning in. Rianne Turnup. Francis, thank you so much for tuning in. House of David, welcome to the collective. Thank you so much for subscribing. Goddess 127, thank you so much for tuning in. Goddess 127, and shout out to you. Coach Sandra, welcome in, Coach Sandra. Thank you so much for tuning in. Decree, thank you so much for tuning in, and continue to decree and declare. Decree. Okay. Black Magic, thank you for your energy. Thank you for your transparency, okay, and all that you bring to the table, to this table specifically. Okay. Lowana, thank you so much for tuning in. Susan, thank you so much for subscribing. Aslen Native, thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to the collective, Dollface. Welcome to the collective, Dollface. Thank you so much for subscribing. RHT, thank you so much for subscribing. And Carly Philpott, thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you to all of our regulars, okay, that are coming into the room. Again, there are so many of you, okay? Follow Your Heart, Justice League, Duncan, Sweet Gail, Cher, Omega, CO, JP, there's so many of you, Empress Love, yeah, there's so many of you. And again, I really don't like mentioning names because I'm bound to forget someone. I'm bound to, and not on purpose, okay? But thank you so much for tuning in, okay? We are going to get into the psychic investigation. As I begin to shuffle the cards, I want to share a couple of dreams with you, okay? I've not been on in the last 24 hours as I've been doing some final preparation and getting ready for our alchemy class. And I believe that alchemy class, I want to select the best time, okay, to do this alchemy class. Again, I am in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. And so because I am where I am, most are not on this same time zone. So, yeah, okay. So for comparison, the East Coast of the United States, okay, North Carolina, New York, Baltimore, Maryland, Maine, Florida, Georgia, South Carolina, okay, 12-hour difference. And then Central United States of America, using the United States as a reference, Central Time United States, we are 13 hours apart, okay, and so on and so forth. So I want to, oh yeah, you're welcome, Follow Your Heart. You're welcome, Follow Your Heart, okay? What's going on, Leah? Okay, thank you so much for tuning in, okay? Hello from Russia, shout out to Russia, okay? Hello, shout out to Russia, okay? And the divine beings that are there, okay? And so trying to pick the right time for this alchemy class, it is probably going to be on a Sunday evening, okay, this alchemy class, and it will be via Zoom. If you would like to be a part of that, I'm doing fantastic share in a bit of a stoic energy, and I have been over the last 24 hours. Confirmation, click, tap, okay? I've been in a bit of a stoic energy, okay? So yeah, it will probably be Sunday evening, and not this coming Sunday. It will probably be the following Sunday evening, So we will check the date right now. Let me check the calendar and see what day that is. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So two Sundays, the 22nd. I didn't even know. 222. Okay. Alchemy class. 222. Alchemy class. 222. Okay. And it'll probably be at 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay. For those of you who are on the eastern coast of the United States, 222 on February 22nd. February 22nd at 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time, 7 o'clock a.m. Central Time, we will be having this alchemy class, okay? And again, that will be via Zoom. Please send an email. If you do not send me an email, you will not be a part of the class. Please send me an email to nehrupatah@gmail.com. That is NEHRUPTAH@gmail.com. Okay? If you would like to be a part of that, and in the subject heading, you could just put alchemy class, okay? And you will receive a Zoom invite notification at that time. For those of you who send me an email and you receive an invite, and for some reason you claim your video camera doesn't work, then you will be locked out of the class, okay? Again, because my first responsibility is to protect my own aura, and then that of the collective, anyone who listens, tunes in, watches, etc., with a genuine heart, okay? As you can see here, my calendar is getting full, okay, with esoteric conversations, okay? And so esoteric conversations, again, I am not a tarot reader, okay? So if you would like an esoteric conversation, private conversation with me, you can ask me whatever questions you want to ask me, okay? In that private meeting, that is also conducted via Zoom. Again, you can use the same email address, nehrupatah, NEHRUPTAH, to schedule that esoteric conversation. The first one is free. It's just the energy that I am in. Share. If you don't like it, you can get the fuck out of the room. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Again, balanced masculine, feminine energy. Balanced masculine and feminine energy. Okay. If your ancestors are wanting you, and Most High is wanting you to be in a serious or more serious mood, okay, there's a reason for it, okay? Not to be an ass, okay, or to be a dick, okay? Share. If you don't like the energy that I am in, get your ass out of my collective, okay? Russia, okay? Okay. So, a dream I had last night, okay? A dream I had last night. Hello, what's going on, Katrina, okay? We're not into the energy yet, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, and shout out to Wisconsin, okay? Shout out to Wisconsin. So I had a dream over the last 24 hours, okay? Over the last 24 hours, I had a dream. Oh, by the way, that first esoteric conversation, I do offer for free, okay? That first esoteric conversation, private investigation, reading, if you will, okay? In which we do go into the energy, but we have a conversation. It's a dialogue, okay? And the first one is offered for free, okay? What's going on, Divine Waters? Thank you so much for all that you bring to the table, Divine Waters. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay. Hello, Christine. Hello. Hello. Bom dia, Christine. Okay. Bom dia, Christine. Good morning, Christine. That's Portuguese and that's good morning in Portuguese. Bom dia, Christine. Okay. And so in this dream, okay, and again, I share my dreams, again, I share my highs and my lows with you, okay? I share all of my journey with you, well, most of it, okay? Because it's a demonstration, okay? To let you know that whatever you've been going through, whatever karmics you've been coming against, even if you were karmic in a previous chapter of your life, okay? You can heal and you can come out of that, okay? Welcome to the channel, Denise. Okay. Ooh, speaking of Denise, okay, that takes me into the dream I had last night or this morning. Okay. The sister of this individual who showed up in this dream, both her and her sister's name is Denise. Her sister's name is Denise. Okay. Hello, miscellaneous 123. Okay. In this dream, and this individual has been involved with a karmic warlock, okay, since 1985, okay, since 1985. So in this dream, and this is the second dream I've had in regards to this individual, okay, trying to come into my energy to convince me, okay, that they are my divine masculine female. Listen to me, collective. Listen to me, investigators, okay? Listen to me, judges and celebrities sitting in the back, okay? Because they all tune in, okay? Listen to me. So there is someone who is associated with your karmic warlock, mother, father, friend, okay? Witch, demonic energy that has been coming up against you, okay? That you had beef with in a previous lifetime, okay? They are going to try to, or they are energetically trying to come back into your energy. You may physically hear from this person, or you may not, okay? Hello, Death Stories, Living Truth. Thank you so much for tuning in, okay? Everything means something. It's all a sign and synchronicity, so pay attention, okay? You're seeing angel numbers. You're seeing 111. You're seeing 107. You're seeing 121. You're seeing 1212. You're seeing whatever it is. Pay attention and then go look up those angel numbers to see what it is Most High and your ancestors are trying to speak to you. Okay? Ask them. You're showing me 654, as someone put in the chat. You're seeing 654 3, 4, 5 times a day. Go ask your ancestors and meditate on 654 and find out what it is that they are trying to show you and what they are trying to speak to you. Okay? I'm not going to answer that question, Cher, okay? And I'm about to kick your ass out of here. I thought, Cher, I thought you were high vibrational. Cher, I thought you were high vibrational. I thought you were interested in becoming your highest, purest, truest self, Cher. I thought you were. I thought you were. I thought you were. Okay? I am not a police officer. I've never been. I served 8 years in the United States Army, but I've always been. I was this way when I was 18 years old, Cher. Okay? And so in this dream, okay, she comes up to me, okay, and she is trying to convince me, okay? She's like, hey, you know, I want to be with you. Let's be together. You know, let's go away together. Let's, you know, I love you. Let's be together. Let's, whatever, right? In this dream that I had in the last 24 hours. And again, this is one of the prostitutes. And when I say prostitutes, I don't mean, and we got prostitute on top of the stack. I just looked down. Damn it. Look. We got prostitute on top of the stack, or at least one of the stacks, okay? And so, confirmation, Divine Waters. And so, When I say prostitute, I don't mean he was prostituting them on the corner selling their body. I mean he hasn't worked in 45 years, okay? He hasn't had a job in 45 years, but he was sending these women out to work for him, and they were bringing him his paycheck, bringing them their paycheck, okay? And he would spend the money however he wanted to, okay? All right, so, okay? And so again, this woman has been with him since like 1985, okay? I met her when I was 10 or 11 years old, and she was 18, okay? So you might be dealing with someone who was born in 1968, 1966, 1967. I don't know exactly what year she was born. She's 7 years older than I am. So someone's 58 or born in 85, okay? 58 or born in 85, okay? You could have a grandparent who was 85, okay? And so, thanks, Follow Your Heart. I appreciate that, okay? All right. And so, again, someone who was messing around with the warlock woman, man in your life. You hear that revving, okay? Fast energy, okay? No one upset me. Goodbye, Cher. Goodbye. I ain't got time for that bullshit today. I am definitely not in the fucking mood. Goodbye. I ain't got time for your bullshit. Fuck you. Okay? Goodbye. Nobody got time for your bullshit. Go somewhere else. Stupid ass. Okay? Yeah. Again, pay attention. This could be an energetic thing, or this could be a physical thing. Someone actually reaching out to you, okay, to try to convince you that they are the one, but they've been humping on somebody who's a warlock or a witch, okay, does black magic against you. Pay attention to your energy. Pay attention to your dreams, collective. If you do not have a journal, I encourage you to start one, okay? If you do not have a journal, I encourage you to start one, okay? And that's especially for you investigators, okay? You need to write down your dreams because your ancestors are trying to help you solve your crimes that you are investigating, okay? The crimes you are investigating, okay? Hello, thank you so much for tuning in, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, 7650, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and pull some angel numbers. Again, Most High, thank you so much for the day. We have 2222, okay? So, those of you who are tuned in, you heard me say the day that we're doing the alchemy class, right? It's 222. February 22nd at 8 a.m. is when we're going to be doing this alchemy class, okay? I'll confirm 8 a.m., okay, with Most High and my ancestors, but it will be on 222 in the morning, okay? Here we go. 2222, okay? First angel number out, okay? You could be born on the 222nd day of the year. Check the Gregorian calendar, okay? Check the Gregorian calendar and see what date you were born on, okay? If someone wants to ask, okay, I will give one answer. If someone wants to put their birthday in the chat, okay, one answer, I will answer one. If you put your birthday, month, day, and year, okay, or you don't have to put the year, but your month and date, okay, we will check the Gregorian calendar and I will let you know, okay? Thank you, Divine Waters, okay? Oh, and I see a couple, okay? 820, you were the first one. Who was 820? Christine, 820, 820. What date on the Gregorian calendar is August 20th? August 20th is the 232nd day of the year. August 20th is the 232nd day of the year. In a leap year, In a leap year, Christine, it's the 233rd day of the year. Leap years are extremely significant for you. In a leap year, it's 233. Okay? 232 in a typical year. All right? Okay? So we have 2222. Thank you so much, Divine, for that confirmation for the date that we are to have this alchemy class. Again, if you want to, all damn. What's up, CO? I was hoping you'd be here. What's going on? Okay. So, confirmation, triple, quadruple, okay? Triple, quadruple. And then for August, we have 88888. 88888. Christine, is this your first time? Is this your first time listening in? Christine, is this your first time listening in? Confirmation burp. I guess that's the answer. Is this your first time? Yep, I already knew it because I burped on the confirmation. So, but thank you. Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. So again, on top of the stack, okay, we have Khalil, Reed, and Chance on one side, on one stack. And then on the other stack, again, we have Prostitute out here. Prostitute. What's up, JP? My brother. What's going on? Okay? What's going on? There are many of you, okay? There are many of you that are now coming into this collective, okay, that Divine is bringing back this lifetime to me and bringing me back to you. And we've walked together in previous lifetimes. We've walked together in previous lifetimes, okay? So many of you, okay? Shout out to you, JP, baby. Shout out to you, okay? All right, let's go ahead and get into the energy. Let's find out what's going on. Again, Prostitute, Khalil, Reed. Reed could be spelled R-E-E-D, Investigators and Collective, R-E-I-D, and Chance. Reed could have taken a chance, okay? Or someone's name is Chance, okay? There could be a Reed out here that's a prostitute, first, middle, last name. There could be a Khalil, okay, out here that's a prostitute, okay? Or a Chance. And again, you definitely take a chance when you prostitute yourself, okay? And that, again, that doesn't have to mean standing on the corner, okay, showing leg. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that's what that is, okay? You can be prostituted in many ways, okay? If you work for a pimp and you go to work, you have a legal job and you bring them home your paycheck, you are being pimped. You are being pimped, okay? If you sit in church and a minister tells you that there's 300 people in here that divine source, God told me, they wouldn't say divine source, that God told me needs to give me $200. There's 300 people in the congregation that need to give me $300, okay? They are pimping you. Listen to me. They are pimping you, okay, for their Mercedes, okay? They are pimping you for their 7,000 square foot house. They are pimping you for their brand new whatever, okay? Jet, whatever it is. They tell you that, they are pimping you, okay? Guaranteed, okay? The employer that gives you a 50-cent raise and you the best fucking employee in that building at that company, they are pimping you. Listen, the employer that gives you the 50-cent raise every year, that will not acknowledge your true value in that company, they are pimping you. They are pimping you. There are pulpit pimps. There are CEO pimps, okay? There are political pimps. There are pimps of all natures, just like there are niggas of all natures. There are Japanese niggas. There are Asian niggas. There are Haitian niggas. There are German niggas. There are Egyptian niggas. There are Nigerian niggas. There are European Caucasian niggas. There are American Caucasian niggas. It's an ignorant person. It's an ignorant being. Okay? Don't allow yourself to get pimped out. Okay, collective. Okay? I know you're not anymore. Okay? Just like I'm not. Don't allow yourself to get pimped out by a pulpit pimp or anyone else. Don't allow yourself to get pimped out. Okay? Don't allow it. Okay? What's going on, area? Shout out to you, okay? You were one of the newest subscribers, okay? I give public shout outs, and I did mention your name at the beginning of the live area, so thank you so much for subscribing, okay? Yeah, confirmation on read, Leah. Confirmation on read, okay? We got Georgia on top of the stack, okay? We got Georgia and destruction of a once great nation. You can take that however you want to, okay? We have Georgia and destruction of a once great nation. What great nation is this? I got a couple in mind, okay? Destruction of a once great nation. Destruction of a once great nation. Country out here falling apart. Country out here falling apart. It could be the country of Georgia. Georgia is a country. It's just not a state in America. Georgia is also a territory, a country. Georgia. Okay? GA native. Okay? GA native. Okay? What's on the bottom of these stacks? Let me see. Eric, Aaron, and Irwin on the bottom of one stack. Eric, Aaron, and Irwin, okay? And Aaron can be spelled A-A-R-O-N as well. Aaron can be spelled A-A-R-O-N as well. Confirmation burp, yes it is, Divine Waters. Yes it is, okay? Yes it is, okay? On the bottom of the other stack, okay, we have focus on your desires, okay? If there is anyone in here, okay, whose name is Nor, let me show you this, okay? For synchronicity for you, Norma or Nora, okay? From the state of Georgia, shout out Sage, okay? Yeah, for sure. For sure, okay? Leah, okay? So, Norma and Nora, okay? The prefix Nor or Norris, okay? Like North Node, like North Pole, okay? The prefix N-O-R, okay? The prefix N-O-R means light, okay? Light, all right? So, shout out to the high vibration Noras, Normas, and Norrises out there, okay? And shout out to all of you who are in your Hierophant energy in your North Node, okay? Leah, I hope you're writing some things down, Leah, and I don't say that just for me, because again, I don't take credit for what comes out here, because I don't use the brain, I don't use the mind, okay? I allow Divine Source Erevat to speak through me. Leah, it seems like there are several confirmations out here for you, okay? So I hope you have pen and paper. I hope you keep a journal, okay? Very interesting, Denise. Very interesting. Return to sender. All frequency blockages around Denise. Return to sender. All frequency blockages around this Denise. Return to sender all frequency blockages around this Denise. Divine source has some. And the magician came out, Denise. And the magician came out as we alchemize that energy. The magician came out, Denise. And the magician came out as we alchemize that energy. Return to sender. Okay? There you go, Denise. Don't be scared. Don't be scared, Denise. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. What's up, Wanda? Okay? What's going on, Wanda? Okay? And then we have the Page of Pentacles out here. Okay? So there's some alchemy energy going on in regards to some money. Okay? And again, one of the things that I do want to clarify, okay? Yeah, Denise. One of the things that I want to clarify is when confirmation horn honk. One of the things that I want to clarify, and obviously Most High wants me to, that's just a confirmation, I already knew it, okay? One of the things that Most High wants me to clarify is for some of you, okay, when you listen to oracles, okay, and they speak of wealth or an inheritance coming towards you, okay? For some of you, this isn't money someone stole, okay? But for some of you, you will be connected with or come into opportunity, okay, to receive a divine inheritance. So there wasn't a life insurance policy on everybody on the planet, you know what I mean? But if you come into opportunity, and you have opportunity, and this opens up doors for you, okay, for your book to become a New York bestseller, for your song, okay, for your divine lyrics, okay, to be released, for your project, for whatever it is that you do, okay, as you are divinely guided, that could be the spiritual inheritance, okay? Not everyone on here has a trust fund hidden from them, okay? So that's why it's important, okay, that you listen with your spirit ears, okay, and do not get drawn in by, oh my God, there's money out there for me. Somebody's hiding money from me. Not all of us have money on earth that has been hidden, again, through trust funds, Swiss bank accounts. Not all of us. For some of us, this will come through this spiritual inheritance, okay, millions, billions will come through you following your intuition and the guide of your ancestors and Most High, and collaborating with others. And through that and through your divine work, you will become a millionaire, a billionaire, or whatever it is meant for you, okay? That is a divine inheritance as well, okay? Just want to clarify that, okay? Hello. Namas, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in. What's going on, Tater? Okay? So far we have the Magician and the Page of Pentacles. Something out here. We got the Lovers in the Upright, okay? The Lovers in the Upright, okay? The Lovers in the Upright, okay? I do not do love readings. Again, I am not a tarot reader. For those of you tuning in for the first time, I am not a tarot reader, all right? You can go to someone else. We got the Two of Cups, okay? That is in reverse, okay? The karmic partner, okay? Two of Cups in reverse, karmic partner. This could be a business partner or someone you were romantic with, okay? Either one. Could be both. Hanged Man energy, Page of Cups in the upright. Nine of Swords in the upright, or excuse me, in reverse. Page of Pentacles. We have a micro-doser out here, okay? Someone who drinks too much coffee, has too many relationships, bogged down. Divine just said bogged down, bogged down, bogged down. Dream confirmation. Last week, my grandma's spirit visited Wow. Confirmation, Christine. Confirmation. Confirmation, Christine. Okay. And we have the Page of Swords in the upright. Okay. Page of Swords in the upright. Okay. We do have one message. I think only one. Yeah, looks like only one. One tarot message out here. It is the Six of Swords message. We'll read that message when we pull it from the stack. Okay. We'll pull that message when we pull it from this. We'll read that message when we pull it from the stack. All right. We have one more tarot deck to shuffle, and we will get into it. Okay. I will share a dream with you again. Another dream, not that I had recently, but a dream that I had many moons ago. While I was a part of the religious organization, the Rock of Central Florida, and yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Christine. Thank you, Most High. Okay. For bringing Christina here and confirming right from the get-go things that you have sent her here to confirm. So you know, we have questions. You know, we wonder, what is this? What is that? Confirmations for Denise, confirmations for Leah, confirmations for Divine Waters, confirmation from your heart or follow your heart, confirmations. Okay. Thank you, Divine. Okay. We have questions, okay? And Divine Source puts us in connection when we're open to it, okay? Divine Source puts us in connection with those, at times, who can help us along our journey. Again, me getting help along my journey. There will be those that I come in contact with. Again, I learn from you all. You all share things with me, okay? And I learn from you, okay? In these lives, just like you get confirmations from me. So it's all Divine Source. Okay. But I had a dream many moons ago while I was still at the Rock of Central Florida. And in this dream, there was this large book, a large book. And when I say we got the High Priestess in the upright, shout out to all the High Priests and High Priestesses out here. We got the High Priest in the upright. Okay. Speaking of North Node for light, North Node for light. Okay. Confirmation. Okay. Hello, I see beyond. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Okay. And it was a large book. And when I say a large book, I mean, yeah, it was probably this big, you know, and it was a big old book, you know. There was a gentleman who had passed in 2014 whose name is Russell. Listen to the names: investigators and collective, celebrities, judges. Russell Wheatley. Okay. Russell Wheatley. Okay. And Russell Wheatley, someone could like Wheaties, okay? Wheaties, okay? Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Sakina TV News, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in, all right? And Russell passed. The earthly reason was brain cancer, okay? Russell, he was 51, that's young. I'm 51 today, right now, I'm 51, okay? He passed at the age of 51, okay? Russell Wheatley, his wife's name is Kathy. Listen to the names: Kathy, Catherine, Kathleen. He has two daughters. Yes, two. One is Shelby, like the Shelby Mustang, okay? And the other is, I don't even know. I don't remember the other daughter's name, okay? So he passed, okay, in 2016. And I had this dream after he passed. And in this dream, I was standing there, okay, in this foyer place, okay, in this entryway of this building, okay, and he turned the page of this big old book. Russell turned the page of this big old book, and the page was blank. It was blank, okay? But I had the pen. It was blank, but I had the pen. And so I asked Kathy, okay? I shared this dream with Kathy on a Sunday morning, okay? Before service, again, when I was a part of the Rock of Central Florida in Sanford, Florida, okay? And when I shared this dream with her, she told me this. This is what she said. This was her interpretation of the dream. She said, now it's your turn. She said, that's why the page is blank and you have the pen. She said, now it's your turn. What are you supposed to write? This is what Kathy told me. What are you supposed to write? What are you supposed to do? That's what that dream means. And I was like, oh, okay. And again, I was already keeping a journal and all that sort of thing back then. Okay? So you have a blank page, collective, high vibrational celebrities that are a light in Hollywood. You have a blank page. Confirmation on Shelby. Okay? All right. So you have a blank page and you are the one with the pen in your hand. You are the one. You are the scribe. Okay? You are the scribe for your generation, for your bloodline. You are the scribe. What are you going to write? What are you going to write? Okay? Yes. Yes. I like that, Divine Waters. I like that, Divine Waters. Okay? Thank you so much, Divine. Okay? For reminding me about these dreams. And again, some of these dreams I had 10, 12. Again, that dream was 10 years ago. 2016, 10 years ago I had that dream. Okay? 10 years ago. All right. Looks like we have quite a bit out here. So this will probably be a typical reading, right? Okay, we have temperance. Okay, so patience, Sagittarian energy out here. Shout out to all the Sagittarians in the upright. Okay, shout out to you. We have look. That says chance down there. Okay, chance. That says chance, and we have chance right here. Confirmation, JP. Confirmation. Confirmation. Okay? So again, an opportunity coming towards you, or somebody took a chance, a gambler, an opportunist, okay? A shapeshifter. Divine just said a shapeshifter. A shapeshifter. Spirit of Azazel. The Spirit of Azazel. Shout out, confirmation for 777, okay? Someone born in July in 1977. Someone born in July 1977 has a divine purpose. Of the 8.4 billion people on this planet, somebody born in July in 1977 has a divine purpose. I hope they're on it wherever they are. I hope they're on it. Okay? We have a troll. We have someone who's deleting information out here. Okay? Look at this. Okay? You see this troll? I had it upside down. Okay? You see this troll here? Okay? Look at that troll's face. You see all the blemishes and things, and then there's nothing wrong with that. Okay? But you see all the markings on that troll's face. Someone could be breaking out, okay, with acne, like they're 14 years old again. Somebody could be breaking out in acne. Hello, Threshold, or I said Threshold. Teresa Howard, okay? That sounds like a celebrity, okay? I don't know what you do for a living, Teresa Howard. That sounds like a celebrity, Teresa Howard, okay? You could be an energetic, spiritual celebrity, a star in the astro, in the esoteric, for your bloodline, Teresa Howard. Okay? So we have a troll out here, okay? All right. So again, we have a lot of cards out here, so yeah, let's go ahead and get going. Let's find out what's going on. Again, top of the stacks, we had Prostitute, Khalil, Reed, R-E-E-D, R-E-I-D, and Chance. We got a double confirmation for Chance. We got Georgia, Destruction of a Once Great Nation. We have Eric, Aaron, and Irwin, okay? Anything I'm missing here? That's it, all right, Okay? So Divine Source, please place these cards in the stacks wherever you would like for them to go. Okay? Thank you so much for the collective. We invite their ancestors in for confirmations that they desire, they need at this point in time. Again, for dreams that they've had, for synchronicities that they are seeing throughout their day. Okay? For the investigators to help them solve the karmic cases that they investigate. Every criminal investigation, misdemeanor, civil is a criminal act if the individual is guilty. They're all karmic acts. They're all karmic acts, okay? Stealing a candy bar is not is a misdemeanor, but stealing a candy bar is karmic, okay? I've been homeless 3 times. I didn't steal, okay? I've been homeless 3 times. I didn't steal. Okay? So, yeah. Thank you so much, Divine Source, for all that you are doing here in this collective. Thank you so much for the truth that is being spread, okay? And I mean by the channel growing, Divine Source is doing that, okay? Divine Source is doing that. I do have a shadow band channel here on YouTube. It is Esoteric Guidance Extraterrestrial Earth Angel. There were YouTube employees paid to shadow ban that channel. YouTube employees paid to shadow ban that channel. Okay? So, let's go ahead and tap in. We have Adam, Earl, Eddie, Damien. Okay? Take a look. Adam, Earl, Eddie, Damien. Okay? Divine said go to the other side before I pull. Okay? This says I fled my home country, investigators. Okay? This says I fled my home country. So investigators, someone could be in Honduras, Venezuela, or from those countries, Panama. Okay? They fled their home country. Someone could have left the United States. Someone could have left an Asian country. Someone could have left in, yeah, some country, a European country. Okay? Yep, Tater. Okay, Adam, Earl, Eddie, Damien. Okay. Adam, Earl, Eddie, Damien is on one side of the Page of Pentacles. So Adam, Earl, Eddie, Damien either had money stolen from them, okay, spiritually or physically, or Adam, Earl, Eddie, Damien stole this money and fled to another country. Fled to another country, okay? Investigators look into someone whose name is Jeremy. Jeremy. Look into Jeremy. Okay? There is something out here about Qatar, for sure. Okay? They have a golf tournament, a PGA golf tournament in Qatar. Confirmation, Bert. They have a PGA golf tournament in Qatar. Confirmation. So there's something about a PGA golf player or a professional golf player, LPGA, okay? Ladies, the LPGA. I am a bit of a golf fanatic, honestly. I am a bit of a golf fanatic. That's the only game I play online, okay? It's the only game I play online. I'm not a video gamer, okay? But I do play a golf game online, okay? Ideally, I would like to play golf 2 to 3 times a week. So, whoever my divine partner is, I would like to play golf 2 to 3 times a week. So just plan on it, baby. Just plan on it, baby. Okay? I would like to play golf 2 to 3 times a week. 2 is good, okay? Just plan on it. Just plan on it. Don't get mad. Just plan on it. Okay? On the other side of I fled my home country, okay? We have this 2 of Cups out in reverse, okay? Hello, Jean. What's going on, okay? And we have Christopher, Christina, Christine, and Chris. Hot damn, girl. Hot damn, girl. Hot damn, girl. So there is a Christopher, a Christine, a Christina, or a Chris with a K. Hot damn, girl. Hot damn. Okay? And that's a good point, Christine. Okay? That could mean not fled, like ran away hiding something. That could mean you left your home country. Again, I've been traveling in Southeast Asia since Cinco de Mayo of 2025. I've been traveling in Southeast Asia since Cinco de Mayo of 2025, since 5/5/2005. I've been in Southeast Asia. So, yeah, but this right here, okay, with this partner in the reverse, they could go by Tina, okay? Okay? It would be unusual, but someone's name could be Topher, 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 Topher. Yeah, your Job experience, Christina. I'm there. Gave everything on the way, including a Mercedes S-Class and a motorcycle. Okay? I gave it away. Golf clubs, gave it away. Released my precious Cane Corso Sadie, gave it away. I gave everything away. Desk, office furniture, sectional, leather seat, leather, love, what do they call it? Love couch, love seat, love whatever that two cushion couch is called. I don't know what it's, I forget. Recliner, leather recliner, okay? Bar stools, dishes. I gave everything away. Love seat, thank you. Thank you. I don't use my brain when I'm doing these things. So simple things sometimes I can't think of. But yeah, gave it all away. So I resonate with that, Christine. I resonate with that, okay? Next, we have Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia. Again, not everything that comes out here is for your own personal journey. That's why it's called the Real Psychic Investigators, and that's why it says FBI, CIA, DEA, and Interpol. That's why it says that for this live, okay? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Divine brought you here, okay? Divine brought you here, okay? What's going on, Sherman, okay? All right. What's going on, Sherman? Okay. Someone wears a size 10 shoe. Okay. Someone wears a size 10 shoe. You or someone else. That could be significant, investigators, when you take a cast of a footprint, especially in the snow. It's the winter time. It is the winter time, investigators. So you could be taking a cast of a shoe and it could be a size 10. Okay. Yep, there you go, Gene. Okay. What's up, Sassafras? Good morning. All right. I think it's been a minute. All right. Hidden musical gifts. Okay. You could be defining these. You could be defining these. Defining these. Defining. Okay. I have big feet. All right, Tater. All right, Saudi Arabia. Someone could be from Saudi Arabia, okay? Someone could be from the Middle East, okay? You could be from the Middle East. You're tuning in. We have Oliver, Benjamin, and Turner. Oliver, Benjamin, and Turner, okay? Benjamin Netanyahu, Benjamin Netanyahu, whatever, Benjamin Netanyahu. Oliver Twist, I'm getting. Oliver Twist. Oliver could be twisted. Olivia, Oliver, twisted. Okay? Olivia or Oliver, twisted. We have Ted. We don't have Ted Turner, but we have Turner. So Ted, Tina. I already said Tina. We got Christina out here. We got Christina out here. Okay? So Tina Turner. Okay? Tina Turner. Okay? Tina Turner was born on the 333rd day of, or 330th day of the year, that lifetime, okay? Shout out to that Earth Angel with her hidden musical skills, okay, that came forth. Shout out to Tina Turner, Anime Bullock, okay? Anime Bullock, okay? Anime transformed into Tina Turner, Anime Bullock, okay? Divine Source could be changing your name. Divine Source could be changing your name. You could find out that your name really isn't whatever it is, whatever you've been called for decades. You could find out that that's really not your name. So someone's been calling you, I don't know, Javier for 35 years. Somebody has been calling you, I don't know, Rashina for 35 years. And you could find out, Javier and Rashina, that that's not your name. Okay? So, Anime Bullock to Tina Turner, shout out to that Earth Angel, okay? Shout out to her and her beautiful musical skills, okay? That helped bring about change in the world, okay? She was a part of the collaboration. We are the world. We are the children. We are the ones who make a brighter day. So let's start giving, okay? She was part of that collaboration. Okay? Oliver, Benjamin, and Turner. Okay? Oliver, Benjamin, and Turner is on one side of a civilian contractor is covering up Lavina Lynn Johnson's murder homicide in 2005. Okay? This is a military investigation that is being hidden. Okay? From the public, the truth, that is, okay? And here's chance, okay? Here's chance. Someone's name right here, okay? Someone's hiding something about a military investigation, okay? This private first class E3 was in the United States Army and she was murdered in 2005. There were bloody footprints. Speaking of fucking footprints, there were bloody footprints outside her tent. Investigators, FBI, JAG, Judge Advocate General, were those footprints a size 10, those bloody footprints outside that contractor's tent, as this message says? Were those bloody footprints outside the murder scene of Lavina Lynn Johnson's body? Were those a size 10? Investigators, were those a size 10? Somebody took a chance, okay? Somebody took a chance. Somebody took a chance, okay? Oliver could have taken a chance. Oliver could wear a size 10. Benjamin could wear a size 10. Turner could wear a size 10. Olivia could wear a size 10. Okay. Next, we have a Willis, Williams, Williamson, and William. Take a look. That is on one side of the King of Wands in reverse. So someone's a liar. Okay? So someone's a liar. A liar. That's what this represents. Okay? A liar. Okay? Wow, Gene. Okay? A liar. With this King of Wands in reverse. Okay? This could be a guy that's a liar. Again, Oliver, Benjamin, Turner, Netanyahu, okay? Politics, okay? Obviously. Obviously. William, Williams, Willis, Williamson, and William. Okay? Oh, thank you, Aria. Thank you so much, Aria. Okay? You give good energy, Aria. Okay? You give good energy, Aria. Okay? We have Calvin, Kelsey, and Kingsley. Calvin, Kelsey, and Kingsley on the lovers. On the lovers. Okay? Calvin with a C, Kelsey, and Kingsley. And we have someone out here who changed their appearance. Changed their appearance. Okay? So plastic surgery, hair implants, okay? Cut their hair, grew their hair out, okay? Someone let their facial hair grow, let their facial hair grow. Someone changed their appearance, gained significant weight to hide from the FBI, lost significant weight to hide from investigators. Someone out here changed their appearance, okay? And that's on lovers, okay? Oh, thank you, sugar. All right. Greetings, Shania. Okay, 1030. Greetings, Shania, 1030. Okay. Libra energy, 1030. Okay. Shout out to 11-3. Scorpionic energy. Calvin, Kelsey, and Kingsley, and change their appearance. Lovers. Okay. We have a grandmother energy out here. Who said they had a dream about their grandmother? Someone said they had a dream about their grandmother on 11, and it was a synchronicity for 11-11. Okay. Someone had a dream about their grandmother. Synchronicity 11. Hello, Christine. Okay. Confirmation for Kevin. Oh, Calvin. I said Kevin. So confirmation for Kevin and Calvin. I said Kevin. So confirmation for Kevin and Calvin. All right. Neither one of them coming back to this earth. All right. The deleter. Okay. The deleter. Okay. And synchronized evil. Okay. So your grandmama, Christine, and for whoever else this resonates with, investigators. Okay. Who else this resonates with. Okay. Your grandmama. Okay. Helping you again, investigators, Lieutenant Jokinda energy, Lieutenant Jokinda energy, okay? Sherlock Holmes energy, tap into your Sherlock Holmes energy. For those of you who are old enough and remember the TV show Monk was a psychic investigator. For those of you who remember the TV show Monk, I might need to go watch some Monk, okay? Tap in, investigators. What's up, J Rose? What's going on? What's going on? Okay? Of course, Christine, of course, right? Okay? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Okay? So, again, spirit beings, we are here having a human experience. Spiritual beings, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience. Human beings, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, not human beings having a spiritual experience. Okay? Monk was great. Monk was great. I think I'm going to go watch some Monk, see if I can catch some episodes on YouTube or something. Monk was great. Monk was a psychic investigator. Okay? Excuse me for just 1 second. Okay? So, Monk and his psychic investigation techniques, intuitive gifts, okay? He went beyond what was in front of him, okay? He went beyond what was in front of him, okay? So the world shows you one thing, you see another, or you see the truth. You read between the lines, empath, okay? You read between the lines with your clairvoyant skills, okay? And that dumbass who said that Monk wasn't psychic, okay? You use your clairvoyant, clairaudient, clairsentient skills, okay? Our grandmother's out here doing this, okay? Our grandmother's out here doing this, okay? Columbo, okay? Yep, Columbo, okay? Columbo, yeah. We have get a DNA test, okay? Get a DNA test. On the troll, get a DNA test. Okay? Bonafide, okay? It's always interesting to me how these cards come out, okay? The synchronicities and how so many of them on one side, it could say Earth Angel, okay? It could say Ascended Master. It could say Master Builder something, okay? And then on the other side, it has a karmic energy. That is exactly what the world is. That is exactly what the 3D is. That is exactly what it is. On one side of the fence, you have truth speakers, those who really truly are interested in revealing what is true in the 3D. Then on the other side of the fence, you have the fake grass that's been spray painted, okay? You have that's turf. It's not real grass. It's not from Gaia. It's plastic. It looks pretty, but it's plastic, just like whoever changed their appearance. They look good, maybe, but it's plastic. It's plastic. It's silicone, okay? Or whatever gel they put in their bodies. That's always very interesting to me in these reads, okay? Always very interesting. Someone needs to get a DNA test. Okay? Again, your name might not be what it was originally meant to be, okay? I mentioned that earlier, okay? So, again, you could find out your name was originally not Jeffrey. Not Jeffrey. Or originally it is Jeffrey. You could find that out, okay? Sean. We have Timothy. We have a lot of names. Thank you, Divine Source. Okay, we have a lot of names out here this time. I like it. Okay, that's what I like. A lot of names. Okay, and places. Timothy. Timothy could be going to bat for you. So there could be a Timothy out here going to bat for you. Timothy could be an investigator. Timothy could be a reporter. Timothy could be a journalist. Timothy could be a relative. Confirmation. Timothy could be a relative, okay? Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for tuning in, okay? So Timothy on one side of the 8 of Pentacles. Timothy, okay? We got a vacation coming soon, okay? A vacation coming soon, okay? And we've had these names out here recently, Lopez, Latas, and La Vega. Again, we don't use the same cards in every investigation, okay? We don't use the same cards, okay? So, cards come out. It's a confirmation. So, a vacation coming soon. We have Timothy, Latas, La Vega, okay? Vacation coming soon. Confirmation, confirmation, okay? Excellent, excellent, okay? Shania, okay? Excellent, okay? And confirmation, Charmaine. I hear you, sweet pea. Okay. We have Cosby, Crosby, Cantor. Cosby, Crosby, Cantor. Cosby, Crosby, like Bill. We already got William out here, okay? Bill Cosby, William Cosby. You know, one of the things that I heard about, and again, I don't know if it's true, okay? A rapist is a rapist, Bill Cosby. But one of the things that I heard true, or one of the things, there you go. One of the things that I heard about Bill Cosby is that the reason why these whatevers, wow, that's a yawn. That's extremely rare. That's extreme. I very rarely yawn. Wow. 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 Okay. So there's something about Bill Cosby. Okay. One of the things, again, truth or lie, I don't know, okay, or conspiracy theory, is that Bill Cosby was getting ready to buy a major network. I don't know, like CBS, NBC. He was getting ready to buy some major network. Could be one of Ted Turner's networks. Okay, Ted Turner is based in Atlanta. Okay, TNT. Okay, is Ted Turner. Okay, and they didn't want that to happen. Okay, so again, whether or not that's true, I don't know. But we have William out here already, and now we have Cosby, Crosby. Okay, there we go. So again, I don't know. A rapist is a rapist. You know, I didn't watch any of the trial. I don't know anything about those. I don't know anything about that. Okay, but I am about the truth. So Bill, okay, if you were putting things in women's drinks, okay, it's good that you lost your status as America's favorite TV dad, Bill Cosby. Okay, if you were drugging women out here, Bill Cosby, it's karma. It's karma and dharma, okay? That you receive what you receive, whatever that is, okay? Whatever comes to your bloodline, Bill Cosby, whatever that is. Bing Crosby, Bing, Bing, the search engine, Bing Crosby, Bing Crosby, okay? Hello, Magic Moon, okay? Hello, Magical Moon. Yeah, that's what I heard. Again, I don't know, because I don't follow celebrity news and all that sort of thing. If something comes to me, divine source guides me somewhere, I'll go listen to something, okay? Like Basketball Wives, but I listened to that shit for like 10 minutes, and I was like, hell no. I was like, I can't deal with this. There's so much fucking silicone and all that shit rolling around on that screen. Like I can't. The promoted drama and reality TV shows so that the ratings go up. Oh yeah, fight. Oh yeah, do this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, y'all don't hear those conversations, okay? Viewers, y'all don't hear those conversations. Oh yeah, slap him. Oh yeah, slap her. Oh yeah, do this. Throw the drink on him. Oh yeah, y'all don't hear those conversations. Y'all just tune in and buy that shit up like it's fucking going out of style, like it's water in 2020. Like it's water in 2020. Just buy it up, public. Just buy it up. For the ratings. For the ratings, okay? You don't have to worry about that here, okay? That's why you can't give me money on this channel, okay? Because I'm not about the ratings, and YouTube is definitely not taking 45% of anything you give me, collective, okay? If you want to send me something, you let me know, okay? I will be faithful over it. I will not let YouTube take 45% of whatever you give me for a super thanks, okay? So you send me $10 in a super thanks. If I enroll in YouTube's program, then they start running commercials. Then it takes longer for you to get through the live videos. Do you want to know why your meditation videos are interrupted by commercials? A meditation video. Do you want to know why it's interrupted by commercials? Because the individuals who created those commercials subscribe to YouTube's program to get paid. And they determine how many commercials are ran during each of those videos. 45%, baby. Yeah, area. 45%. So you send me $10. You know how much of that I get? $5.50. If I get $5.50. No, thank you. No, thank you. Okay? So that's why you can't send me money here. Okay? Not through YouTube, because motherfuckers greedy. Okay? I use their services for the basic things that it provides. All right? The basic things that it provides. Greedy asses out here. Okay? Yeah, diabolical. Okay? So on Cosby, Crosby, Cantor, okay, we have Archangel Sandalphon. That is Elijah in your Bible. I'm finally leaving behind my old ways of thinking and the opinions of others. It's not easy to do, but I know it's what's best for me. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Okay? So again, one of the things that I couldn't figure out until Divine Source brought it to my attention and helped me to see it was, why was my because I would listen to an hour-long meditation. No problem. I do that. No problem. Hour-long frequency. Why is this being interrupted by a commercial? A meditation video should never be interrupted. That's why. That's why. So I want my videos to be seen and ran nonstop. You know what I mean? Your time is valuable to me, collective, okay? And I'm not, again, Divine is my employer, so I'm not here to, yeah. I just looked at the clock, okay? It is 2200 hours. That is 10 o'clock here in the evening in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam, okay? It is exactly 10 o'clock. Shout out to the Tutu and the alchemical class that will be going on Zoom on 222. Divine got so many confirmations out here for that this time around. They just gave me the date when I started this live psychic investigation reading. They said 2 Sundays from now. 2 Sundays from now is February 22nd. Shout out to the 222. Okay, so someone's changing, rearranging, okay, something, okay. Ooh, I gotta tell you a dream. I gotta tell you a dream. Those of you who tuned into that live, bear with me. I had a dream recently that me and 3 other deities carried the warlocks who came against me, that warlock, okay, who was serving a 40 to 60 year prison sentence in Michigan. That warlock, we were carrying his coffin. We were carrying his coffin to its final resting place. Me and 3 other deities. I had that dream 72 hours ago or something. Look at this card. Look at this card. This says the warlock is dead now. The warlock is dead now. Me and 3 other deities were carrying his coffin to its final resting place. Or pay $17 a month for interruption free. Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, it's true. Area. I shared like maybe 2 live videos ago, 3 live videos ago. I can't remember. Okay. Confirmation for sure. Look at that. There's warlocks out here that are dead now. Okay. Investigators. Okay. Yeah. That's why when dumbasses come on here and they think I'm fucking around, okay, when they make stupid ass comments and I put my ancestors on their ass and I call out to Archangel Metatron, let them know. Let them know. Okay? They think it's a joke, but the devil is laughing at them because they were just a guinea pig. The devil is laughing at them because they were the guinea pig. Spirit of Azazel. Yeah. Yep. Okay. I'm going to let y'all interpret this for a minute, okay? I'm going to let you interpret this for a minute with your own spidey senses, okay? Let you look at this for a minute and interpret it with your own spidey senses. It is. Truly, JP. It really is. It really is. I wish all 8.4 billion would tap in. Oh, yeah, Ari. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No. I mean, paying $17 a month for commercial-free viewing. Get out of here. Get out of here. Hello, Vicky. Okay. Okay. Vicky. Follow your heart. Yeah. Vicky Sanford. Okay, I've mentioned the Rock of Central Florida that's located in Sanford, Florida. Okay, we have a Vicky something Sanford in the room. Welcome in, Vicky. Here we go. Here we go. And again, take it as it resonates. Take it as it resonates. Okay. We do have get a DNA test out here. Look, for those of you who were not in at that time, look at this. Look at this. Again, take it as it resonates. If you need to meditate on what's coming out here, meditate on what's coming out here. If your ancestors say it's for you, it's for you, like Ripley's Believe It or Not. If they say it's not for you, then it's not for you. If you ask your mother or father, okay, or the one who raised you, or the one who you believe raised you, okay, that's an immature person, by the way, okay, in a lot of situations, okay. So small. There's something about feet. Something about feet. This investigation, okay. Something about feet, okay. I have heel spurs, okay, from the military, from wearing military boots, okay. And when you're told, when you walk, okay, in the military, when you march, it's heel to toe, heel to toe, heel to toe, okay. So I have severe heel spurs from my time in the military, okay. And that doesn't bother me as far as walking. I can still run, jump, play, whatever, okay. Standing for 5 hours, yeah, that would bother me. My feet, you know what I'm saying? The feet, not my feet, the feet. It would bother the heels, okay? But I do nothing where I stand for 5 hours, so yeah. But what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah, there's something about feet out here. Feet. Now we have small feet and triple D's. Small feet, triple D's. Oh, yeah. I loved it. Give me some kiwi in a rag. Get me some kiwi in a rag. I'll polish them boots up, boy. Have you seeing your teeth in them. Yeah, give me some kiwi and a rag. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, wow. Really, Denise? Confirmations, confirmations, confirmations. Wow, wow, follow your heart. Wow. What's up, Yvette? Hello, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I used to enjoy polishing my boots, boy. I enjoyed polishing my boots, just sitting there, polishing my boots. I enjoyed it with some drink or something, watching some TV or something. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the military. It fit me like a glove. It fit me like a glove, okay? Had to kick Cher's ass out of here, okay? Someone's name is Sherry, Cheryl, okay? but because she was talking about my stoic energy and she didn't like it. That's okay. I'm not here for share, obviously. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we have someone's not your mother. Get a DNA test. Triple D's small feet. Okay. The warlock is dead. A grandmother energy helping. Okay. Vacation coming soon. Synchronized evil. We have Chris, Christopher, Christina, Christine, and Chris with a K. Chris with a K, like crisscross. Okay. Shout out to the 909. Okay. Shout out to the 909. Okay. Okay. Archangel Metatron is granting some of you access to your Akashic records. Please tap in. I shared earlier that I had a dream 10 years ago about a gentleman whose name is Russell Wheatley. He passed at the age of 51. That is my current earthly age. He passed at the age of 51 in 2016. And Russell Wheatley, whose wife is Kathy, okay, and a daughter named Shelby for synchronicity. We were standing in front of this big book. I had a pen. He turned the page, okay, from what was written to a blank page. I shared that dream with his wife on Sunday morning, and she told me, his wife Kathy, told me that now it's up to you. What are you gonna write? That's what she said. That's what that dreams meant. That's what that dream meant. That was from his wife, okay? In 2016, 10 years ago. Archangel Metatron is granting you access to your Akashic records. Archangel Metatron, for some of you, is granting you access to your Akashic records. Now, what does this mean? If you know you have not done the spiritual work, okay, you can't just go from zero to hero, okay? You can't just go from elementary school to the NBA to a championship, okay? You can't do that, okay? There are certain steps you have to take, okay? Certain steps you have to take. Definitely a brand new beginning, Sherman. Definitely, okay? You have to take the steps. So, meditation, again, I remind us, okay? 3 things that are absolutely necessary for you to become your highest, purest, truest self, okay? To tap in and get into your North Node, to activate your chakras, okay? 3 things: meditation, celibacy, and isolation. Meditation, celibacy, and isolation. Okay? One of the things that I said on Esoteric Guidance some time ago, when I used to do energetic reads over there. When I only did energetic reads over there for probably about 6 or 7 months or something. It wasn't very long. And Divine guided me to do psychic investigations instead of just general energetic oracle readings. And so one of the things that I've said over there often, hidden for 5 years, okay? For many of us, 2017 to now has been extremely significant. The last 8 to 10 years has been extremely significant for the high vibrational earth angels, star seeds, healers, light workers, has been extremely significant. And the karmic activity has intensified, especially 2018 to 2026 has intensified extremely over the last 7-8 years. Yeah, unlike anything before in recent times, okay? But one of the things that I used to say over there, okay, and talking about the 3 things that are necessary, celibacy, meditation, and isolation, okay, is Divine Source said, okay, that ladies, listen to me, okay, we are grown, okay, we're grown, so we have grown folks conversations. In that alchemy class, we will be having some very chrome conversations. So if you have earbuds, I suggest you use them when we have that class on 2/22. Okay? I suggest you use them because there might be things said, words used that you might not want your children to hear, okay, or anyone else who's listening. Okay? You might want to use earbuds. Okay? All right? But Divine Source said in regards to celibacy, ladies, okay, you don't need a dick for your destination, and you don't need a pussy for your purpose. We grown in here. We can have grown folks conversations. Ladies, men, listen to me, emperors. Listen to me, empresses. Listen to me. Listen to me. The world would have you think that you are weird or strange if you are celibate. You are weird or strange, okay, if you are not with somebody in your 30, 35, you're in your prime. The world would have you believe that you are weird. What's wrong with you? You don't want to date nobody? What's wrong? Don't you miss it, girl? Don't you miss it, girl? Really? Okay? The world would have you believe that. The world would have you believe that. But the wisest beings on this planet who have ever lived since the beginning of it have spent a lot of time in isolation and a lot of time alone. The wisest of beings to ever walk this earth in the 3D have spent many, many moons alone. There's a reason why someone who walks alone, there's a reason why they function in stoic energy. There's a reason why they are not easily moved. There's a reason why. So, okay, and I'm not saying forever, but for a time and for a period until your divine partner comes along, shut it down. Until your divine partner comes along, shut it down. And don't be quick to give it to them when they do show up, because there are karmic ass doppelgangers everywhere. Don't be quick to give it to them, because there are doppelgangers everywhere, okay? That's something I had to realize. That's something I had to realize. So even when they show up, take it slow, take it easy. If they're your divine partner, they're not gonna have a problem with that anyway, okay? They're not gonna have a problem with that anyway, okay? If they show up, okay, and Divine Source shows you that they've been celibate for 2 months, that's not the one. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. They are in the process of getting a divorce. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not the one. They are not legally divorced, but they are separated. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not the one. That's not the one. Him or her, that's not the one. Williams, you can. Yep, you can. It's possible, okay? It's possible, okay? But the likelihood of that, okay, and you being high vibrational is extremely rare unless they were murdered or taken out for some reason from this physical earth, okay? Divine can replace anyone, okay? Divine can replace anyone, okay? Exactly, 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 area, exactly. Exactly. Okay? Someone emailed me some time ago. Her name was Melissa, and she was in a bad way. Melissa was in a bad way. So she had met someone online, and they met in person. She said she felt like this was her divine partner. They ended up dying in a car accident on the way back to wherever they were when they left her place. And I understand her being bothered by that. That's perfectly understandable. Recognize your emotions. But she could not let this go. She could not let it go. But what if he was my divine partner? But what if, but I know how to, she could not let it go. That had her by the neck. I said, Melissa, you don't know what his choices were before he came to you. You don't know what his choices were before he showed up. You don't know what his Akashic contract is that he signed in the ethers. You don't know what his past life judgments have been. I said, you don't know those things, Melissa. She could not let it go. I had to block her. because all she kept doing was crying. And I don't mean crying like I'm insensitive. All she kept doing was whining about, but what if he's, but what if? No, no, no. Get your ass up out of the gutter, lace them boots back up, baby, and get back out there. Because you have to believe that everything happens for a plan and a purpose, okay? And if they walked away, if divine took them away, you have to trust that they are on to their next journey. You have to trust that and be thankful for the time that you spent together. Don't sit there harping for years and holding yourself back from the true divine being that's meant to come into your life. This is a love lesson. A love lesson. Okay? I'm just saying, and again, I didn't say it was easy. I didn't say it was easy. I said it is necessary. I said it is necessary. There's a big difference. A big difference. Okay? Yeah. What if? All the hypotheticals. Yeah. Absolutely, sweet pea. Okay? When it's, yeah. Many. And let me tell you, you're touching on something, Shania. I met many of you, again, some of you have already heard this. I met a prophet, truth speaker in a grocery store. He just came up to me and said, Divine sent me to you, and I have some messages for you. In the grocery store in 2014. He just comes up to me. I was with Judy, okay? She's the karmic ass warlock, okay? He came up to me and he was like, hi, I have some messages from you. Divine source sent me to you. I am a prophet. I have some messages for you. One of the things he told me, he said, every woman that you meet or have met or you've been with, he said, romantically is a counterfeit. He said, your divine partner will come at the end, whatever the end is. Okay? We are in the year of completions, the end. He told me this, a man I'd never seen in my life and haven't seen him since. He told me this in a grocery store in 2014 while I was still on dialysis. He told me. So, confirmation to what Shania said. Confirmation to what Shania said. So those of you who are tuning in for the first time, as you can see, this is far beyond a tarot reader, okay? This is far beyond a tarot reading. I am not a tarot reader, okay? As you can see, this energy and this collective in here is far beyond a tarot reading. Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad I'm not a tarot reader? Aren't you glad I'm not just here reading the cards? Aren't you glad that there are spiritual classes and lessons that I learn and you learn, okay? And that we share here. Aren't you glad that I just don't sit here reading the cards? And but I share my journey with you. Aren't you glad? Okay? So, everyone is a counterfeit. Empress, emperor, high priest. Everyone is an imposter, a doppelganger, until the real one shows up. And when the real one shows up, they'll want to take their time, okay? They'll want to take their time. They will be celibate, okay? They will be, and when I say that, I don't mean for a month, and they will not just be separated from their former partner. They will not be just going through a divorce. They will be clean as you are, spiritually and physically. They will be as clean as you are. Okay? So, on the other side of Archangel Metatron is granting you access to your Akashic records, we have Greco-Roman. 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 Okay? Okay? So you could be seeing that you are Greco-Roman ancestry. You have Greco-Roman ancestry. Christine, your grandmother could be Greco-Roman. Okay? You could be Greco-Roman, okay, ancestry. We have a $100,000 deposit, $100,000 deposit, okay? That'll provide a pretty nice vacation, wouldn't it? $100,000 deposit, that would provide a pretty nice vacation, okay? Money is not the root of all evil, okay? Okay? Cruise money, baby. Cruise money, baby. You can go on a real nice cruise for 100,000. You could rent the whole ship for 100,000. You know what I'm saying? Right? Money is not the root of all evil. The love of money to the exclusion of all else is the root of all evil. So anyone who says money is the root of all evil, they are lying and they misunderstand. The love of money to the root of all evil, or the love of money to the exclusion of all others. So what does that mean? If someone will lie to get money, cheat to get money, steal to get money, kill to get money, that is how money becomes the root of all evil, because it becomes their sole pursuit. It becomes their sole pursuit. It's great to have money. If you're a millionaire and you're faithful over it and you got it honestly, excellent. If you're a billionaire, excellent. You got $100,000 a year job, excellent. You got $100,000 a year business and you do it honorably and you do it with excellence, outstanding. Okay? When you ignore everybody else and you are reckless with your energy and you will do anything for $1, a peso, a dong, a yen, a baht, those are all currencies, then, yeah, money becomes the root of all evil. $100,000 deposit. Okay? On the other side of $100,000 deposit, we have R&B music. R&B music on the Nine of Swords that came out in reverse. Okay? So this is gonna free you up. Okay? Free you up. Okay? This again, we have celebrities that watch. Okay? We do have celebrities that watch this channel. Okay? More than 1,000 of them. There are less than 300. There are less than 300 public subscribers on this channel. The majority of them work for the government that watch this channel. They're judges. They're celebrities. That's the majority of them. We have R&B music. Okay? Let me look this name up. Give me just 1 second. I have the name Toffee here. Yeah, sing it. I like 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 it, Sweet Pea. I am all about some lyrics in the affirmation manifesting energy. I am all about singing it. I am all about that. I am all about that. Yeah, we'll see if Divine gives me a song. I'll share it if he does. Yeah, I'm all about that. I love that. I love that. Let me look this name up. I don't even know. I wrote this name down. I don't even know who that is. What in the world? So look at this. I didn't. Where's that card at? So I wrote down this name, okay? And for you, it could be separate names, Toffee, okay? That is Creflo Dollar's low-life ass. That's his wife's name also, Taffy. No, it's Taffy, not Toffee, Taffy, okay? Creflo Dollar, okay? Something about a minister that's religious and uses the Bible to manipulate others, again, into giving them money, okay? Toffee and Beeson, and this says, Toffee Shula, sometimes listed with credits to Denise Beeson, and Tracy Marlowe is a musical artist associated with albums NEHRU, The Experience, Toffee School of Thought. Interesting. Again, I wrote this name down. I didn't even know who that is. I have no, maybe you all know. I have no clue. No idea. No idea. I just wrote it down. just wrote it down. Okay. Oh, here we go. Here we go, sweet. Who said that? Who said that about the songs about yes, I'ma sing it? Who said that? Okay. Toffee, I am the one that you heard about, read about. I am the one that had to take the ghetto route. I'm coming straight from the cage. Who let him out? But he ain't gone. Even King Kong took his black monkey ass home. When I hit the stage, watch him scatter like roaches. Don't be fake, cause I know what a hoe is. Handle my business, no plans, cause I'm focused. You the definition of what a fucking joke is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Shout out to O'Shea Jackson, baby. Shout out to O'Shea Jackson, baby. That's Ice Cube. Shout out to O'Shea Jackson, baby. So Toffee Beeson. Toffee Beeson. Okay? Collective, you getting it out the dirt. You hear me? High vibrational earth angels, celebrities, investigators, okay, that are bringing forth the truth. Thank you so much. Divine really wants to dote on the investigators. Thank you so much, investigators, okay? We getting this out the dirt. You understand me? Out the dirt. They tried to bury it. They tried to bury it. Something might be getting exhumed. Something is getting exhumed. Exhumed so that it can resume. So that it can resume. Yeah. Oh, song by Jill Scott. Shout out to Jill Scott. We got Virginia. Thank you so much. It's just the divine in me. That needs to be a song, okay? That is just the divine in me, okay? It's just the divine in me. But thank you, I appreciate it, okay? We got Virginia out here. Virginia, name or place, Virginia, okay? Someone could have been in the Navy. We were talking about polishing boots earlier, Shania, okay? Shania, we were talking about polishing boots. Hello, Sharice Brewster. Sharice Brewster, hello, 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 okay? So someone could be in the Navy or could have been in the Navy, okay? Shout out to the Army, okay? I have a lot of respect for the elderly and I follow their advice without questioning. This is the Hierophant energy, okay? I also follow tradition even if it's outdated. So in the upright, you see this Hierophant energy, okay? This is you getting it out the dirt. This is you tuned in, tapped in. This speaks to ancestors, not elders like, I'm your elder, respect me. I'm your elder. You know, I get this uncle energy, okay? I get this uncle energy, this bullish uncle energy. I'm your elder, you know, because they're 10 years older than you. I'm your elder, respect me, you know? And they're immature, like a 2-year-old. I'm getting immature uncle energy. Immature, oh yeah, family, immature uncle energy. Immature. Oh, Tater, someone was an MP. Yeah, the bully types, yeah. Just because you older than me don't mean your ass an elder, okay? I don't have to respect your stupid ass, especially once I'm an adult. Well, especially once I'm an adult. Okay? I don't have to respect your ass. I told Judy, okay, when I went out on my own, I went into the military when I went out on my own, but when I went back to the civilian sector, okay, I told Judy, okay, and siblings, okay, you better call me before you bring your ass over to my house. You can't just show up all willy-nilly. Shout out to Cedric the Entertainer. You can't bring your ass over here all willy-nilly, okay? You better call me before you show up. I don't care if you did birth me, okay? You better show up. Or you better call before you show up. Because if you show up to my house, I could be at home. I'll look through the fucking window or the peephole, and I'll be like, how can I help you? Did you call me? You don't know who I got over to my house. You don't know what I got going on. You show your ass up to my house without calling me, okay? Just because, again, elders. I'm your old. Let me in. No, the fuck I don't. I pay the rent or the mortgage here. You don't. These are hard truths that family members especially, they don't want to hear, okay? These are hard truths that family members do not want to hear, okay? They do not want to hear. Do not just show up at my place, okay? This is my sanctuary. You can't just show up here whenever you get ready just because you think we're related and that gives some rights. That gives you some rights. No, it don't. No, it don't. All right. So Virginia, okay? Hierophant energy, okay? And this speaks to elders. Let me read this card again. Okay? And I'm going to put ancestors in the place of the word elders, okay? I have a lot of respect for my ancestors, and I follow their advice without questioning. I also follow the advice of Most High, even if it's outdated. They don't have to, Christine, okay? They don't have to. You got grandmothers and other ancestral beings out here, ancient ancestral beings I just got. You have other ancient ancestral beings out here helping you, girl. So, yeah. Sayonara, fake family. Sayonara, fake. You might need to say that, Christina. Sayonara, or Christine. Sayonara, fake family. Sayonara, fake family. Bon voyage. Bon voyage, fake family. Arrivederci, fake family. Arrivederci, fake family. You might need to say that. Okay. On the other side of Virginia, oh shit. We have a, this is interesting. Again, I write these things out. Divine just gives me stuff to write. I just write it. So this says, Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. Listen to me. Some of you might need to write this down. Investigators, okay? Yeah, thank you, okay? Sayonara, fake family. Yep, that's right. Some of you might need to write this down, and I might need to look further into this, okay? This says, Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a cult focusing on magic, tarot, and Kabbalah. Look at that. Okay? Look at that. Hello. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh, Tahana, thank you so much for tuning in, Tahana. Good to see you again, okay? Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. This is an occult. Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn. They focus on, okay, dark magic, tarot, and the Kabbalah. Investigators, they could have cells in Virginia. It came out with Virginia, okay? They could have cells in Virginia, okay? They could have cells in Virginia, or Virginia could be a part of this. Virginia. Next, we have retaliated because of who you are, obviously. Retaliated because of who you are, that is on one side of the genuine offer. And we have Lynn, Luce, Laus, Lupa, and Ledbetter. Look at the names, okay? Look at the names. Retaliated because of who you are. So a secret society out here already knew who you were. And in many cases, Earth Angel, extraterrestrial beings, in many cases, they knew who you were before you knew who you were. Did you hear that? In many cases, these occults, these dark societies, they knew who you were before you knew who you were. Okay? Before you got tapped in, tuned in, and turned on, they knew who you were. So, well before you awakened, you were involved in the karmic cycle. That's why the same type of man, okay, kept showing up. That's why the same type of woman kept showing up. That's why the same type of low vibrational employment opportunities kept showing up. People who wouldn't pay you for your worth. And I shouldn't say people. Beings who wouldn't pay you for what you're worth. This is why it kept showing up. Because many of them knew who you were before you became aware of who you are. Check out the names. Okay? Louis, okay? Laos, Lynn, Lynn. We got Lopez out here, and we got Lynn. I believe her name is Jennifer Lynn Lopez. Okay? I believe her name is Jennifer Lynn Lopez. I believe. Okay? Ledbetter, Lupa. Oh yeah, JP. And that's how you should see it. That's why today I rejoice. Okay? I'm glad the karmic warlock took my first wife, okay, who I thought was my father. Again, I'm glad 4.5 years of dialysis and kidney transplant received on 7/7/17. I'm glad healed myself of seizures at the age of 8. Me and divine source of my ancestors have been energetically whooping ass even before I ascended to where I am today. We've been whooping ass my entire lifetime since 1974. That's why I rejoice today. I'm glad I met the karmic twin flame. I'm glad she tried to take me out, paid by the family, whatever bullshit was going on, okay? I'm glad for it all today, okay? Because today, stand on top of the mountain. Today, we stand on top of the mountain. Yeah. We have Avery, Ezra, and Amara. Avery, Ezra, like the character in the Bible. Ezra. Grateful, Tahana. Grateful. Okay? Amara. Okay? Could be something about Amaris. Okay? Sacrifices animals for witchcraft. Take a look. And we have the microdoser out here. Okay? Microdoser. Okay? I mentioned this at the beginning of the live. So a microdoser, you see the things that are on this card, okay? Chain smoker, you see the multiple hearts, okay? Someone lays in bed with multiples, okay? Orgies, okay? Type of energy, okay? Trains, preying on them, men and women, okay? Type of energy. Someone drinks way too much caffeine. They could drink coffee at 7 o'clock at night. First cup was at 5 o'clock in the morning, and they drink coffee throughout the entire day. Coffee, I drink coffee, okay? Coffee, yes, it helps to awaken, but coffee is also a diuretic. Do you know what a diuretic does? A diuretic dehydrates you, okay? A diuretic dehydrates you. So, for those of you who are coffeeholics, okay? For those of you who are coffeeholics, you might need to slow it down, okay? You're meant to heal your bloodline through health this lifetime as well, okay? Karmic illnesses, you're meant to heal your bloodline, okay? And their health. So, if you know you are a coffeeholic, slow it down, baby, slow it down, okay? So we have the microdoser out here, and we have sacrifices animals for witchcraft, along with Avery, Ezra, Amara, Amaris, okay? Yeah, yeah. typically, when I wake up in the morning, typically I wake up somewhere around 5 to 6 o'clock in the morning. You know, my spirit wakes the body up, okay? That's how you wake up too, is your spirit wakes your body up, not the other way around, okay? Typically, I have a bottle of water in the morning, first, or at least some water in the morning. First thing I drink is water, not coffee, okay? To awaken the organs. We're going to get into the organs, okay? And what those energetic cells are when we have our alchemy class on 2/2/2 on February 22nd. If you would like to be a part of that alchemy class, okay, please send me an email with the words alchemy class in the subject heading, and you can send that email to nehrupatah@gmail.com, nehrupatah@gmail.com. Did I say Yahoo? I feel like I said Yahoo @gmail.com. What the hell? It's nehrupatah@gmail.com. Why do I feel like I said Yahoo? Someone might have a Yahoo email address. I don't know why it's this say. I feel like I said Yahoo again because I don't use the brain when I'm saying these things. I just all right. Systematic group of lies. A systematic group of lies here. That's definitely what that energy is right there. Okay. So I am a kidney transplant recipient. Okay. So I would drink north of 70 ounces of water a day. Okay. I would drink north of 70 ounces of water a day. North of 70 ounces of water a day. Okay. All right. So yeah, I typically consume between 80 and 100 ounces of water a day. Okay. Recently, I've been drinking even a lot more than that. Okay. Recently. Okay. So I'll drink 7 of these in a day, you know, and these are 20 ounces. Okay. So yeah, that's 140 ounces. You know, there's nothing for me to drink 7 of these a day. Okay. Nothing. 6, 7 a day. Okay. So yeah. Also, that helps with your energetic flow again. That's something we'll be speaking about in that alchemy class on February 2nd. That's an excellent question. Okay. That's an excellent question. Okay. I do eat meat, Christine. Thank you. Okay. And it's been a long time since I've had like a beef burger, you know, or like a steak, you know, that you would cut up and eat. Okay. I am in Southeast Asia. Okay. So there's a lot of rice here. Okay. They do a lot of shredded like beef in their rice in their stews and that sort of thing. Okay. So even if I eat red meat, it's typically like shredded beef and rice or in some type of stew of some sort. I do not eat red meat every day. At one point, I had gone months without eating red meat. Okay, when I began my Job experience and was in Arizona, months without eating red meat. Okay, and I'm not vegan. I don't go that way. You know what I mean? If I want something, I eat it. You know what I mean? I eat pizza. I eat French fries. You know, I eat those things, right? But I do those things in moderation. Okay. Again, there are weeks that I go without eating anything that's fried in grease or fried in whatever or fried period. Okay. I go extended periods of time. Okay. And there's still things that I want to work on as far as my health is concerned. Okay. My legs specifically, okay, flexibility wise, I do some Tai Chi. In fact, I did a 30-minute Tai Chi workout today, And one of the things that I'm working on is the flexibility of my legs, okay? That is one of the weaker parts of this physical body, is the flexibility of the legs, okay? When I was in the military, you know, to touch my toes, it was no problem. I want to get, you know, that flexibility. I'm trying to get back to that flexibility, okay? So yeah, there are things that still, that I work on and I want to work on, right? Again, constant pursuit, okay, of excellence, even when it comes to your body, okay? Oh yeah, not a problem at all, not a problem. Oh yeah, the food is, ooh, yeah. I had some today, okay? I had a rice and peppers, spicy chicken dish today. Yeah, the food is definitely, okay? And you can spend $8 here a day on food and eat like a king or a queen or an emperor or an empress. You can spend $8 here a day and eat like marvelously. You know what I mean? So yeah, I am blessed that my ancestors sent me here, okay? I didn't know what to expect when I arrived in Southeast Asia, okay? On 5/5 of last year, but it has definitely been a blessing, okay? Definitely has been. All right. So we have, again, a systematic group of lies, okay? This says, I allow relatives to have sex with my son or daughter. Damn, 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 damn. I allow my relatives to have sex with my son or daughter. Okay? The only thing that I do have income-wise, okay, on the monthly basis is my military pension disability. That's all I have, okay? And it's less than $2,000 a month, okay? So, yeah. Again, divine source and ancestors put me here so that I could live a comfortable life, okay? And not be a beggar and not be a vagabond, okay? They sent me here, okay? I didn't know what the economy was in Southeast Asia. I had no idea, no idea at all, okay? We have Florida Flounder Flores. I've been talking about Florida, so this definitely resonates. That right there resonates for me, okay? Flounder, Flores, and Florida, okay? So investigators, someone in Florida could be allowing their relatives to hump on their son or daughter. This could have been something that happened in the past. Trigger warning, okay? Trigger warning. Oh, you've been watching expat videos. Thailand, yep, been to Thailand. Very, very nice, yep, very nice, very welcoming. Thailand, of the places that I've been, Thailand, Malaysia, Philippines, and Vietnam, Thailand probably has the nicest people. The nicest people, probably. Like just genuinely, probably the nicest people, okay? Not to say that other countries that I've been to, the people are not nice, but Thailand, yeah, a bit more helpful, just kind of go out of their way a little bit more, okay? Just go out of their way a little bit more, okay? Oh, it's no worries, all right. It's no worries, okay? It's no worries, okay? Again, this is a safe place, and if anybody disrespects you, okay, I will kick their ass out, okay? And I will block them from this channel, okay? So don't worry about that, okay? This is a safe place, okay? And continued healing for you on your journey. That's why I said trigger warning. Continued healing for you on your journey, okay? Yeah, no worries, okay? Again, as difficult as that was, you're still here today, okay? And they have not destroyed you. As difficult as that was, they have not destroyed you. You're still here. I'm getting a song. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Feeling like a true survivor, looking like a true survivor. Feeling like a little kid. Elton John. I'm still standing after all this time. Picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing. You might need to go listen to that. You might need to go dance to that. You might need to go release to that. I'm still standing after all this time. Okay. Flounder, Florida, and Flores. Send me an email, okay? Please send me an email, okay? NEHRU PTAH. Send me an email, okay? Send me an email, and we will schedule a free esoteric conversation, okay? Send me an email, okay? Alrighty, meow. Send me an email, NEHRU Pata, NEHRU PTAH, okay? We need to have a discussion, okay? A private conversation about how to alchemize this energy, okay? Okay? I want to use my healing energy that helped me heal seizures at the age of 8, okay? That helped me heal from shingles when I was poisoned by the karmic Scorpio twin flame, okay? Manifested kidney on 7/7/17. Avoided arthroscopic knee surgery in the military through healing, okay? I want to help you heal this, okay? Send me an email, please. Okay, and again, if you don't, that's okay too, okay? It's just an opportunity, okay? Okay, on the other side of Florida, Flounder, Flores, we have Tobias. Yes, sending healing energy, yes, definitely, okay? We have Tobias, Rory, and Cohen. Any of these individuals, last name could be Flounder, could be Flores. Someone's name is Jason, okay? Jason. You see this energy right here, okay? Confirmation. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. The freaks come out at night. Yes, absolutely, yeah. And healing, okay? More than anything, healing, okay? So Tobias, Toby, Rory, like McElroy, the golfer. We keep getting golfer energy out here, okay? Golfer, the Qatar Open. The Qatar Open, QATAR, is a PGA event. We have Cohen and Kenneth, okay? On this Knight of Wands energy right here. Fast moving, okay? This could be news that's fast moving. Something could arrive at night. Something could happen overnight. So today, you're making $22 an hour. Tomorrow, you're making $529 an hour. Why? Because this divine contract opportunity or whatever this is arrives at your doorstep, okay? So you go from $20 an hour to $500 an hour. And you have to work a quarter of the time. Crown bump, okay? And you have to work a quarter of the time. So you don't have to work 40, 50 hours like you did when you had the $20 an hour job. Now you get to work 10 hours and you make 10 grand in a week. Miracles happen every day. Miracles happen every day. Sudden miracles happen every day. Right, exactly. Okay? Exactly. Okay? We have some names. We have Lucia, Emma, Marta, and then we have Tucker, Gavin, Patrick, Kyrie. Tucker, Gavin, Patrick, Kyrie. Okay? Lucy, Emma, Emily, and Marta. Marcia, Marta, Marta, something Marta. I don't even know what that means. Marta, Tucker, Gavin, Patrick, Kyrie, Magician card. We have Cassell, Castle, Cali, or Calais, and Cancun. Take a look, take a look. It's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can do anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. Ooh, Marta. What? I did not know that. Confirmation on Marta. Confirmation on Marta being a transportation system in Chi-Town. Confirmation. Okay? Right there on the Magician, alchemizing energy. Confirmation. Cruise itinerary includes Most High is showing out. Most High is showing out. Your ancestors, Most High is showing out. Showing out. Showing out. How many confirmations we got out here? Showing out. Okay? Showing out. All right? Last card, and it's the High Priestess. Where you at, Shania? Where you at, Shania? Where you at, Shania? Where you at, Shania? Shout out to the soldiers who are spiritual warriors. Shout out to the soldiers who are the spiritual warriors. Yeah, for real. Yep. Yep. One side of the High Priestess, we got military, army, and we got yes. Okay? We got yes. So this opportunity that's coming into you, okay, collective, okay, the divine one, again, for those of you who this represents love for, because we do have the Lover's card out here, but we also have the Two of Cups in reverse. Take your time, okay? The worst thing in the world, listen to me, the worst thing in the world is to jump into bed with somebody that you thought was your divine partner and come to find out they're karmic and now you have an STD. Listen to me. Listen. The worst thing you could do is jump into bed with the first piece of booty that shows up and says they are your divine partner without taking your time, without consulting your ancestors and Most High. You jump into bed with them and you end up with a sexually transmitted demon, a sexually transmitted disease, a spiritually transmitted distraction. All of those are STDs. That is the worst choice that you could make. So when this individual shows up, they could have been in the military, you could have been in the military. When this individual shows up, business opportunity, the CEO could be in the military who extends the opportunity to you. Whenever the opportunity shows up, meditate on it, read all of the contract, okay? For these projects and things that are coming in, read all of the contract. You might need to hire an attorney to read the contract. Hire someone to read the contract. Look at all of it, okay? Just because they show you dollar signs and tell you that they're going to deposit $100,000, they might deposit $100,000, and then 3 days from now, they take the $100,000 back and whatever you had in your bank account previously. When you get the contract, take a look. Take a look. Oh yeah. I like that. Take your time. Mama used to say, young man. Yeah, Take your time. Take your time. That's also a way to help you live a longer life here in the 3D, is to take your time. Is to take your time. That also helps you to slow down the aging process to the physical body, is to take your time. That's Army and yes on the High Priestess. That is you, high vibrational beings, star seeds, light workers, judges, attorneys, celebrities, those of you with hidden musical gifts and talents, those of you who are about to step into some type of spotlight, receive a project. Does that mean tomorrow? For some. For others, it means 3 months from now, 6 months from now, before the end of the year, however it goes for you. We're all on different timelines, although we walk together. And I said work, although we work together. So again, okay? Don't be lackadaisical about your spiritual journey, okay? If you only meditate 5 minutes a day, I can tell you for sure that's not enough. If you only meditate 5 minutes a day, I can tell you that's not enough. So it could be waiting for you rather than you waiting for it. You think you're waiting for it, but your ancestors are actually waiting for you. Okay? To giddy up. Someone could like horses. Giddy up. Dum da da dum da da dum da da dum da da dum dum. Dum da da dum da da dum da da dum da 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 da. Doom doom. I'm getting up. Save a horse. Ride a cowboy. Save a horse. Ride a cowboy. Okay? Save a horse. Ride a cowboy. Again, don't ride them too soon. That's a dangerous way to go. Don't ride them too soon. That's a dangerous way to go. Okay? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are about to sum up this collective psychic investigation energy here. Okay? Thank you so much. Okay? Yep. Year of the horse this year. Last year, year of the snake. Okay? I forget what 2024 was. I try to forget the past. Leave it where it's at. Okay? Leave it where it's at. Okay? That's why your windshield is smaller than or bigger than your rearview mirrors. Okay? Your windshield is bigger than your rearview mirror for a reason. Okay? For a reason. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. And continue healing to you. All righty, meow. Thank you so much. Continue healing. Area. Okay. You bring so much goodness. So many of you do. JP. Okay. Follow your heart. Okay. So many of you bring so much good energy. CO. So many of you bring so much. Jean. Sweet Pea. So many of you. So many of you. Okay. Again, this channel is not a typical. This is not a typical, okay? And neither do I want to be, because you were meant to stand out. So why try to fit in, okay? You were meant to stand out. So stop trying to fit in, okay? Tater, so many of you, okay? So many of you bring your good, wonderful energy here, okay? Summing it up. And I knew this was going to be a long reading because we had a whole lot of tarot that came out, okay? So summing it up, okay? Thank you so much, follow your heart, okay? Peace to you, brother, absolutely. Yes, thank you, government official. There's somebody who's grateful. There's a spirit being who's grateful. There's a spirit being who's grateful. Thank you, government officials who are really, truly out here revealing the truth, okay? And bringing justice. Thank you. There's a spirit being who's truly grateful. Okay? There he is. Okay? She is not your mother. Okay? Thank you so much, Shania, for bringing your beautiful energy. Okay? Timothy. Bonafide. Prostitute. Look into Jeremy. Hello, 337. Marie, okay? Look into Jeremy. Adam, Earl, Eddie, Damien. Adam, Earl, Eddie, Edward, Edwin, Damien. Saudi Arabia, get a DNA test. Cosby, Crosby, Cantor. Cosby, Crosby, Cantor. Okay, remember, not everything is for your own personal journey. We deal with global events. Willis, Williams, Williamson, William. Avery, Ezra, Area, or Amaris, Amaris, okay? Could be something about a maritime, synchronized evil. Someone changed their appearance. We got this out with I fled my home country. Investigators, we got this out with I fled my home country. Yeah, Serena, okay? She could watch. What's up, girl? Okay. A systematic group of lies, okay? Systematic group of lies. Also, there could be something about a multiracial marriage, okay? She is married to someone who is a different shade of brown than she is. Serena Williams, okay? Someone who is a different shade of brown than you are, okay? A systematic group of lies. I fled my home country. Nor means light, okay? So Nora, Norma, Norris, okay? Nor means light. Norris, Norma, Nora, okay? We have Tobias, Rory, Cohen, and Kenneth. We have a vacation coming soon. A couple of you have confirmed this, okay? Cruises and things. Please be careful, okay? And do not put your guard down just because you go on a cruise, okay? When you go on this cruise, sit out on the balcony, sit out on the lanai, sit out on the wherever, okay? With your special drink. Get your ancestors one too and just sit it there. Get your ancestors a drink when you go on your vacation and sit it on the table next to you. Somebody might be wondering, oh, why are you getting 3 drinks? It's only yourself. Oh, why? Because I got one from Archangel Metatron and Erevat, Most High. Why? I got one for my granny, okay, and my granddaddy. You know, that's why I got 3 drinks here, and it's only me, okay? So, yeah, vacation coming soon. Someone has small feet but triple D chest. Small feet, triple D chest. Okay. The warlock is dead now. The warlock is dead now. A civilian contractor helped cover up Lavina Lynn Johnson's murder in 2019 or 2005, okay. That's a military army investigation, by the way, okay, in the United States. Oh, that's funny. Why do you have more than one drink with their nosy behinds? Yeah, with their nosy self. None of your business, right? Oliver, Benjamin, and Turner. Okay. Hidden musical gifts. Okay. We have Eric, Erwin, Aaron. Okay. And again, Aaron can be spelled Aaron. Okay. We have Tucker, Gavin, Patrick, Kyrie. $100,000 deposit. We have Greco-Roman. We have Khalil Reed Chance. Okay. Khalil Reed Chance. Retaliated because of who you are. Again, They knew who you are in many cases before you awakened to who you are. Confirmation, Bert. They knew who you are before you knew who you are. We have Castle, Calais, or however, Calais, and Cancun. Somebody confirmed that Cancun is on the menu for their vacation. Be careful. Okay, be safe. Flounder, Florida, Flores. I allow relatives to have sex with my son or daughter. Okay, again, continued healing to all of you who have this in past energy. Okay, continued healing for all of you who have this in past energy. Okay, I look forward to speaking with you, alrighty, meow. Sacrifices animals for witchcraft. Lynn, Laos, Lewis, Luis, Lupa, Ledbetter. I don't know how that card got in there. Oh, maybe that's it. Oh, Virginia. Okay, Virginia. Yes, big love to you. Okay, we have a yes out here. A yes. Okay. Again, if this is a contract of some sort, okay, business opportunity, make sure you read the fine print. Okay, read what isn't there. Okay, how much time? Confirmation horn honk. How much time will I have to work in week? Let's say this is a music studio opportunity. Okay, with your hidden musical gifts. Let's say this is a studio. How much time do I have to invest? What's the minimum time I have to be at the studio every week? What are you expecting from me energetically? Okay? Are you looking to run me into the ground and be a Suge Knight in my life? Are you looking to be a Quincy Jones? Okay? A bisexual man who wants to have sex with you in order to get the record deal for you? Are you a Quincy Jones energy? Are you a Suge Knight energy? Are you a, what's his name? Who's the Spectre guy? Phil Spector. Phil Spector. Are you a Phil Spector energy? Philip Spector. Are you a Phil Spector energy? Find out before you sign the contract. Okay? We have Army. We have Christopher, Christine, Christina, and Chris. Shout out to Christine. Shout out to Christine. Ooh, no. The R&B singer, Aaron Hall. Christine. The R&B singer, Aaron Hall. No. 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 Wow. There are so many celebrities out here that are turning out to be disappointments. This is why you shouldn't put your faith in man. There are so many celebrities out here that are coming up to be disappointments. Wow. Aaron Hall. That's a shocker. Like many of you were surprised that Jade had a daughter and paid to get their coochie changed to a dick. Yeah, the jazz singer Jade paid to get her daughter that she gave birth to get their coochie changed to a dick, and then they just got married last year. So many artists, musical celebrities out here. Man. Wow, Aaron Hall hits hard. Wow, man. Calvin, Kelsey, Kingsley. That's a disappointment, man. I hope it, again, so many times we hope for the best, but it ends up being true. I mean, just Wow. Wow. Grandmother. Okay. Shout out to the one who had the grandmother and the 1111 synchronicity. Shout out to them. Okay. Archangel Metatron. Some of you are getting access to your Akashic records. Okay. These Akashic records, they are written in Arabic. So it's not going to be in English letters. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, 26 letters. It's not going to be it's in Arabic. Okay? Your Akashic records, the Akashic records, are written in Arabic, like Issa, the true name, original name of Yeshua the Christ. Their name is Issa. That is Arabic. Arabic. Yeshua is Latin, or excuse me, Jesus is Latin, okay? And they were not. And it's also English. They were not. Okay? Access to your Akashic records, written in Arabic. Confirmation. Okay? All right, I think that's it. Is that it? Oh, R&B music, R&B music. Oh, and the name Toffee Benson. Again, I wrote this. I had to look it up. I didn't even know what this was for. Look at this. Toffee Benson, okay? Toffee and Benson. That is a musical artist, or at least Toffee is, and connected to Denise. Shout out to the Denise that tuned in today. Shout out to the Denise that tuned in today, okay? I had a dream last night that a Denise's sister, who has been with the Warlock and his polygamous tribe since 1985, okay, energetically trying to tap into me to convince me to be with her. That was just last night. Okay? Just last night. Okay? Denise is her sister, that individual who was trying to convince me. Denise is her sister. Okay? We have Hermetic Order of Golden Dawn. This is an occult that focuses on black magic, tarot, and the Kabbalah. They are. Yep. Okay. Follow your heart. They are. Okay. All right. So, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. My name is NEHRU. I am an extraterrestrial earth angel, a light worker and Gaia beacon, born on the 333rd day of the year. The day that I was birthed is 11/29/74. That is 11/11/11. I am a master builder 33. I am a master teacher. This is my 10th and final lifetime here, descending from wherever it is that I've journeyed from in the previous lifetime. 10th and final journey to this planet to awaken both the collective, those who are ready, those who are willing, and Gaia. Gaia has been asleep for thousands of years because of the way that man has treated Gaia. Gaia has been asleep for thousands of years because of the way that man treats Gaia. Okay, man does not treat the earth well, does not honor her. Man pollutes, pumps toxins into her waters, okay? Pumps toxins into her waters, okay? Mistreats the soil that is Gaia, mistreats the animals that walk upon, fly upon Gaia. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in, okay? Again, Esoteric Conversations, email address, nehrupatah@gmail.com. That information is in the description section of this video. If I'm guided to do so, Shania, if I'm guided to do so, I do. One of the recent things that I did was I had an esoteric conversation with someone, okay, and their grandmother showed up, okay? Their grandmother showed up, okay? And when their grandmother showed up, they were urging them to get tapped in and tuned on and to wake up, okay? And she was like, come on, sugar, come on, sugar. And she was like, oh, that's my grandmother, that's my grandmother. So, again, I don't brag about what I do, okay? Because it's not for show. I give honor to Most High, okay? If they give me a gift or a talent or the ability to do something in the moment, then that's what it is, okay? Again, because I take no credit for myself. That's why you can't give me money on YouTube with that greedy ass YouTube. Somebody said, and it was cracking me up one time. Somebody called YouTube YouTube. So yeah. So if it's what's to be, Shania, in the moment, then it's what's to be. Okay. Thank you so much, Shania, for all that you bring. Okay. You have been instrumental in this reading. I want you to know that. Okay. Divine Source guided you here. Okay. So, as always, collective investigators, just as Follow Your Heart said, investigators, government officials who are really truly out here in all 197 countries bringing justice. Thank you so much for all that you do. Light workers in Hollywood, that speak the truth, journalists that speak the truth, Nancy Grace, thank you so much for all that you do, okay? In revealing the karmic energy, demonic spirits, even if you can't recognize or say that on TV because they won't let you say demonic spirit on TV, okay? Wait till they get a load of me. You know what I'm saying? Wait till they put me on that bitch. I'm gonna be saying some shit. They're gonna be like, beep, oop, beep, beep, oop, beep, 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 beep. They're gonna try to beep that shit out. I'm telling you. And again, that's not me bragging, okay? That's because being politically correct hides shit. The world has been politically correct for far too long. The world overall has been politically correct for far too long. That's why they only give you the Bible. They've been politically correct for far too long. That's why they don't tell you about Yeshua's true journey. They've been politically correct for far too long. Okay? Again, my name is NEHRU. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. And as always, be encouraged.